Hey, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm doing pretty good. I've been keeping my upload schedule nice and normal, been keeping my sleep schedule nice and normal. I've had the most normal schedule all around I've probably had in years, so that's good for me, I guess, and I'm going to keep it going, trying to keep 2024 consistent, you know? Well, anyway, I was sitting on my computer today, and I was thinking about what story time to tell, because I had a few in mind that I haven't told yet, and, you know, the first two that I was thinking about was like, they're good, but they're not the craziest in the world. But that third one, the one that I'm telling today, it's pretty crazy. So I hope you enjoy this. Leave a like on the video if you do enjoy it. And let's jump into today's story time. So today's story time all takes place back in 2015. Now, at this point, my YouTube channel was starting to kind of take off a little bit, but it definitely was not where it was at, like in 2016 and 2017. I was also still a kid at this point. I was not 18 yet. And pretty much everybody in my life was doubting me. Like, my family, my friends, they were like, why do you want to drop out of school and pursue this YouTube stuff? Like, don't do that. And also, my parents were very pissed at me at this time because pretty much all I was doing was making YouTube videos and smoking weed. That was like the two things I was doing, and they didn't like that very much. Rightfully so. It made sense. But, luckily it all worked out. Anyway, yeah, I was peak stoner at this time. I was smoking weed almost every day, which was, not very good in my parents' book. They did not like that. And yeah, now that you know that, let's jump into the story time. So today's story time all takes place as a normal day. I jumped up out of bed. It was actually a Saturday, so I didn't have school this day. I was actually in a pretty good mood because my mom was out with her friends, and I had the house to myself. My brothers were out, and I could just kind of smoke some weed and just chill, So I did exactly that. I smoked a bowl to myself, came back inside, played some Halo for a little bit. I was replaying the campaign online with one of my friends, and things were great. Life was good, okay? And then, all of a sudden, my mom's car pulled into the driveway. Now, I didn't really freak out or anything because I was already done smoking the weed. I didn't smell like weed anymore. I changed my clothes. The only thing that gave me a little bit of anxiety was I was still very much on a different planet, okay? I was definitely still a little bit on the high side. So I was kind of worried if my mom came to my room and I had to talk to her, how that would be. And my eyes were pretty red still, so I was definitely a little nervous. I didn't have eye drops. So about 5 minutes later, I hear my mom coming through the front door. I hear her call out. She's like, I'm home. I get up. I open the door in my bedroom, and I was like, hey, I'm in my room just playing some games. She goes, yeah, what else is new? Just roasted me for no reason. And then I hear her coming down the hallway to my room. And I'm like, damn it. And she walks in my room, and she has a bag from the drugstore, and she throws it at me, and I catch it, and she goes, there you go. Now, I honestly thought that she, bought me some candy or something from the store, so I open the bag, kind of excited, and I see a fucking drug test. She bought an at-home drug test, and she goes, pee in the cup. And I go, why? Why are you throwing this on me right now? And she's like, because I have a feeling that you're smoking weed again, and other people agree. So you're going to pee in that cup, we're going to run the test. If it's negative, I'll get off your back. If it's positive, you're going to live with your uncle. Now listen, my uncle's a cool guy, but he was definitely a lot stricter than my parents, and I was not trying to go live with my uncle. So I kind of shit myself at this moment because I had smoked weed literally a couple hours before this. There was no way in hell I am passing this drug test. There's just no possible way to pass it. So she goes, okay, go in the bathroom. I'll wait. I go, now? Can I do it later? She goes, no, right now. Why can't you do it now? Are you afraid you're not going to pass or something? I was like, no, I just don't feel like peeing in a cup. I just peed 10 minutes ago. She goes, I don't care. Go try. So I take this drug test kit into the bathroom. I open it. I read the instructions. And I'm sitting there on the toilet with my head in my hands, just completely screwed. I don't really know what to do. And then it hits me. I have an idea. A very diabolical idea. A very out there idea, because the chance of this working or happening are very slim. I have the idea to text my neighbor who lives across the street. My neighbor Jason, he was a childhood friend of mine. I didn't really hang out with him that much at this point. We were more friends when we were younger, but he still lived there. We were still close enough to have each other's phone numbers, and I saw him every few months, and we were always friendly. So I thought, maybe if I asked Jason to run over here really quick, I can hand him the cup through the window and he can pee outside and then hand me back the cup. So I text him and I'm like, Jason, this is going to sound incredibly weird, and I know it's a huge favor to ask, and you're kind of putting your ass on the line too if you do this, but can you please run over here right now and pee in a cup for me? My mom's drug testing me. I'm locked in the bathroom. If I take this drug test, I'm going to fail, and I'm going to have to go live with my uncle. And you know my uncle, dude. Like, I don't want to live with him. Please, please help me. And immediately I see him start typing, and I'm like, yes, he's replying. And then the bubble goes away, and I'm like, no, he stopped typing. That's what I'm thinking. And he starts typing again, and I'm like, yes, okay. And he replies like a minute later, and the text just says, oh man, I don't know about this. And I was like, dude, please, I don't have much time. You have to come here right now. Like, I will do anything, please. I've already been in the bathroom for like 5 minutes. My mom's probably getting suspicious. Please run over here right now and meet me at the window. Please. And he replies and goes, fine, you owe me. And immediately, like, the biggest weight is lifted off my chest. And I pull out the cup. I look to the window. I see him coming across the street. I quietly open it, as like just quiet as I can. And he comes up to the window. I hand it to him and I whisper, I go, be quiet. And he like opens the cup, turns around, pees in the cup, turns back around, hands it to me, and then runs away. And I am like shitting myself at this point. I put the cap on. I bring it out to my mom with the test kit. She runs the test. And the whole time I'm waiting, just freaking out, hoping that Jason's pee doesn't have weed in it or anything that's even worse than weed, because I hadn't talked to Jason in a long time. So, you know, who knew what he was doing at this time? He could have been smoking weed. He could have been doing anything. Who knows, right? Well, like 20 minutes later, I'm in the living room, pretending like I'm not shitting my pants. And my mom walks in with the result. And she goes, guess you're staying here. And I look and it says positive. And all I can think in my head is, thank you, Jason. So I immediately text him and I'm like, dude, I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. You saved me. Thank you. And he goes, no problem, man. You're lucky I haven't smoked in a while. I didn't even know if I was going to pass. And I was like, thank you. Like, you don't understand. Thank you. And he's like, all good. We should hang soon. And I was like, yeah, we should. And we did. We actually hung out the next day and we went and got some food, got some pizza. We skated for a little bit. And we actually smoked weed together, which was pretty stupid of me, but I did it and didn't get caught, so I guess that's good. But moral of the story is here, guys, don't be like dumbass Luna. You know, smoking a bowl right before my mom got home was a pretty dumb move, and I mean, she would have drug tested me regardless, and I would have failed regardless, but still, like, around this time, I was being a little bit of a shithead, so yeah, don't be like young Luna. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
I be fully loaded, I be whipping foreign cars. Always stay devoted, mama knew I'd be a star. Now I'm steady flowing, feeling like I'm high as Mars. I'ma keep on going, I'ma always raise the bar. Told me I could not do it, looking at